Hello once again, gamers. Crusnik X back with more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. When we are well on our way to becoming a full-fledged rogue, alongside me, as always, is Miss EnigmaXero.
Hello again.
We're actually both leveling up our rogues right now, because I pretty much said to her before the start of the first video, I said, hey, want to become a ninja? And she's like, I haven't even done the rogue quest yet. I'm like, yep, we're totally doing this. which is pretty much the gist of what I said. But anyway, when we last left off, we got acquainted with how rogue works. We've earned 3 new skills in the process: Spinning Edge, Gust Slash, and of course Shade Shift, which really doesn't do much. In fact, what the fuck does Shade Shift do again?
It nullifies physical damage up to 20%.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I probably won't use it too much. Anyways, let's speak with Jack and get our next quest. A Dainty Dilemma. Ho there, Tall. I must say you're looking comfortable enough with those stabbers of yours. Aye, I reckon you're good and ready for your first assignment. Ordinarily, I'd stow me wids and let you get on with your work. But seeing as we only just dragged you into the shadows, there might be a couple of things what you aren't yet familiar with. Let's build up on what you likely do know, and that's the fact that the Admiral, God bless her soul, has outlawed piracy in Limsa Lominsa. So why do you think there's still so many sodden pirates in this town? I'll tell you why. It's 'cause there's still one way for him to loot and pillage without incurring the wrath of the law. All you need to do is apply to serve the thalassocracy as a certified privateer. A captain with a privateer's license is free to terrorize the seas till the Ardgoats come home, so long as he only targets vessels what belong to the Garlean Empire. Of course, considering how bloody vast the Empire is, that's plenty of looting to go around. Crews fill their holds with Imperial plunder, then sail back here to Limsa to offload the spoils. And that's where this particular case went sour. See, this one crew got their fambils on a Magitech device, a firing mechanism to be precise, but was rooked out of their hull by some heavy-handed coves. If you'll recall, that don't sit well with the code. If you're bold enough to rook a pirate out of his due, then you'd best be prepared for a visit from the rogues. Ah, and speaking of visiting rogues, underfoot, over here, lad. I want the pair of you working together on this. Pass sentence on them code-defying rooks and bite back that Magitech part. Eh? What's the code need me for? You're in charge of new recruits, ain't you? It's Tom's first assignment. You're to go along and give him the benefit of your wisdom. Since when was I in charge of new... Ah, bugger it. So I guess we're to be partners for the now. Name's Perimu Harimu. But most of me fellows call me Underfoot. He might seem a touch reluctant, but Perimu's one of our best. You just do as he says, and you'll get the job done. Looks like old Underfoot don't sit well with Underfoot. Well, let's talk with him. Whoops, wrong person to talk to. Alright then, me young rogue. Seeing as this is your first official outing, I want to be sure your dance steps up to the task. With them short blades, you need to get good and close to your mark, eh? But we ain't bleeding swads in shining armor, and the lighter kit we wear ain't much protecting from a click to the gun. So if you don't fancy spitting blood and teeth, your best defense is simply not being there when your mark winds up to land a nasty clout. Sliding round to a flank usually does the trick, but there's some rum fun every rogue should master. The shade shift. Clear your mind and trust your speed, and ye can leave an axe-wielding brute chasing your shadow while you bury your stabbers in his guts. Right, now it's time you put this lesson into practice against some of those Orlai out in Lower Lenosha. I hope you was paying attention, lad, 'cause those tentacles can pack a wallop. Enjoy. So just before this video started, we actually took out some of those. And now we have to go back and do more.
And hopefully not get attacked by a giant Gubu this time.
Oh yeah, for those of you who are wondering in terms of video, those of you watching the video who are wondering, before the video started, we decided to go to Lower Lenosha and take out some Morelli, and while we were there, we were leveling up, we decided to take out some ladybugs too, and frickin' Enigma over here goes to attack a ladybug and aggro's a frickin' level 18 Gubu in the frickin' process. That was fun.
Wasn't my fault.
Yeah, aggro is a bitch.
I still don't even understand how that happened.
I don't understand it either. All you did was attack a ladybug.
I know, and they're not set to aggro, like...
Yeah, they're...
settings. They're neutral, I think?
Yeah, they're docile, yeah.
Yeah, that.
Everything here is docile. We just kill it for shits and giggles. Like
you
right
okay
now,
over there?
the ladybug just frickin' aggroed to me.
The ladybugs have been a bit touchy lately.
Alright.
Oof.
Alright. Actually, let's go. Let's mount up.
I forgot we have mounts.
Yeah. But that's only because we've actually cleared most of the storyline. Except for Tarl here, because I haven't hit the ultimate weapon on him yet.
Ah.
But that's only because I've been leveling up everything else. Once I finish with Rogue and Ninja, I'll get Tarl up to Heaven's Ward speed.
I'm still working on Heaven's Ward myself. Ouch.
Yeah, but this weekend will probably get you through the entirety of Coils.
Still sounds terrifying.
Oh, Coils is fun now. We do it undersized, we frickin' blaze through it, and we have fun, we enjoy the storyline. Alright, here we are. Why is my recommended gear saying freaking custom-made robe of healing?
It's probably because it has higher stats.
Probably. Well, we'll work on that. Alright, let's talk to Perimoo and get right back to it. Don't you practice then? The sting of them tentacled buggers will soon teach you to stay on your toes, eh? Now we've got your blood rushing. I'd say it's time to get down to work. First things first, we need to track down them addled coves what rooked that Magitech gadget. Might be as one of our rogues has heard something. The guild thrives on information, you see. And we've agents scattered far and wide with their glazes keen and their wattles to the ground. Let's pay us a visit to Lotawan at the Drowning Wench. Ask her for a weak ale and see what it gets ye. I'm not setting you up for a laugh, lad. Trust me. Alright, to the Drowning Wench we go. And you know what? While we're at it, I'm taking off this robe of healing. It's not doing it really ain't doing anything for me.
Oof. Can you stop headbutting me, Aura?
Alright. Alright, to the Apt Castle. I can never pronounce like freaking Mikote names. It is like to have a Mikote name, you have to have a field day with the fucking Scrabble board. Anyways, let's speak to her. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. What's your pleasure, sir? I need a weak ale. Never in all my days. You may serve some cheap grog at the Wench, but not that was watered down. If our usual ale is too bold for your taste, mayhap you'd like to order from the underground menu. Aye, there's quite a lot on offer for a customer with your roguish charms. Was there anything in particular I could help you with? Ah, the trouble over that Magitech loot. 'Twas not a subtle job. The gang in question is an unusual group of former pirates calling themselves the Dainty Demolishers. They seem to be enamored of court dandy mannerisms and have a preference for seizing Gallian machinery. They're also known for conspiring with goblins. Rumors say that the Demolishers visit a beastman camp in Middle Enosia to fence their goods. And those goods generally take the form of Imperial technology. I imagine the goblins were rather pleased to take possession of a Mach 43 anti-aircraft firing mechanism. If you mean to steal the device back, then your trail leads to the goblin camp in Summerford. Summerford, eh? On your way, lad. Meet me across the river from the camp, and we'll plan our next move. Summerford Farms it is.
Stop.
Do not teleport, CC.
Oh, what's this? Don't teleport, so I hit no.
You hit yes and you know it. You will hit yes and you will like it.
Okay.
Alright, let's mount up. I love my falcon mount. Alright, we're headed this way.
I jumped down the wrong side.
We gotta go this way. And then this way. Oh, he's on the other... Why couldn't the goblin camp be on the other side? You almost lose him in the brush, you know?
I know.
Alright, let's talk to him. Get your noggin down, Tal. I've been hitching the action. I've been snilching the accident across the way there. No sign of the demolishers, but I did see one of them gambler coves stuffing the Guardian gadget into his backpack. I know the tall one would steer us all right. This is your chance, lad. Clout that gambler gobby and grab that device. Eh? I've lost track of which gob it was. I'm thinking it's that sod on the left. Just make sure you dance away from any bomb blasts. Twisting and dodging in the middle of a fireball ain't exactly effective. Alright, you ready to rock?
Yep.
Let's do it. Just kill them all. Well, what do you know? Shade Shift actually does work for a little bit.
Ouch.
Alright, we've got what we came here for. And we leveled up in the process. And earned the trait Grip and Braid. You didn't?
No.
Alright, let's talk to Perimu. That's the way, lad. There was naught for me to do but sit on me daddles and watch. So, you've got the goods then? There it is, firing mechanism number 43. Aye, this is the device, and no mistaken. Let's get it back to the guild, eh? We still owe them demolisher bastards a million, but they'll keep for the now. Here, you should be the one to deliver the prize to Jack. It was the other hand what snatched it out of the goblin's paws after all. Captain! Captain, I say! Some fiend has perpetrated violence upon our goblin colleagues whilst we sought to wet our throats with fine libations. This will not stand, Captain. Our finely filched loot has been pilfered from under our noses. Blast and bother! My blood boils and bubbles at the temperature of this affront. I know not the identity of these audacious buffoons, but they shall be made to pay, and pay dearly. With me, my fine fellows. Huzzah!
Pirates.
Pirates. And this is what they call pirates nowadays. Huzzah! Oh, yeah. Alright. Back to the Fishers Guild. What is going on back there?
Back where?
On your end.
Aura's playing with one of the games on the tablet and she's semi-ignoring her cartoon.
Ah.
That's probably what you're hearing as the game.
Yeah.
Because she can't figure out how to get the sheeps to go in the right spot yet. She's learning, but hasn't quite figured it out yet.
Yep. I remember when this place used to be packed with people.
It needs a bit of redecorating in here.
Yeah, well, it's the Rogues Guild. What do you expect?
It's a little too dusty.
You managed to grapple that fire mechanism yet, Tarl? Yes, we did. Ah, still in one piece, too. You've done well for your first assignment, lad. It don't look like much, but that crew who put their lives on the line to cloy this here bauble, they'll be pleased to see it snatched back from the Ruffmans. We've yet to do for the Dainty Demolishers, Jack. The job ain't over. You're right, Underfoot. It ain't. You break the code, you face the consequences. Oh ho! This is not at all what I expected from the inside of a convent. And who might you be, sirs? Your ignorance is understandable. After all, our schemes are always perfect, our heists impeccable. Shall I reveal our infamous name and drink in your delicious terror? We are deadly, dastardly, and dictionally devilish. Quail before the Dainty Demolishers! Captain! Captain, I say! There's the cat who misappropriated our merchandise! I concur! He's the selfsame simpleton whom we trailed unnoticed to this very establishment. Surprise, surprise! Now, now, my dear dandies, let us not be unpleasant. We should endeavor to resolve this distastefulness without resorting to insults or other less diplomatic methods. At least, not yet. You there! Yes, the clean-cheeked errand boy. Be a good fellow and fetch me your superior. One of your colleagues has committed a terrible crime against us, and we shall not be leaving until proper restitution has been paid. Oh-ho. An errand boy now, am I? Tell me, Captain, just what kind of place do you think this is, then? This place? Why, I suppose it is some manner of convent. The one-eyed doorman named it the Dutiful Sisters of the Edelweiss, or some such. And you've yet to realize your mistake? Your fate was sealed the moment you dragged your sorry quarren across the threshold. Are you threatening me, boy? I'll have my fellows cut out their impudent tongue. We've exhausted our reserves of dainty today, lads. Show these fraudulent sisters how the demolishers deal with upstarts. You still don't understand, do you?
Oh, she's cute.
There are but three sorts of curs what the doorman will let pass. Clients, recruits. God spit! I'll kill you all! Didn't your mum teach you not to interrupt a lady when she's talking? You'd have learned that the third sort of call is a bollocks for brains mark what marches himself right into the rogue's den. Rogues? But We were so careful. I'd heard tales in my pirate days. Stories about the merciless wraiths who uphold the code. They weren't called rogues back then, though. The upright thieves they were. The knives in the shadows. You can't be them. You're just trying to scare me. Well, the captain of the Dainty Demolishers is not so easily cowed. To the hells with your deceptions! Huzzah! Huzzah for my fallen comrades! Nope. Deceptions? Aye. Anyone you meet could be a rogue captain. Even a clean-cheeked errand boy. He's still breathing. Find some rope and string him up someplace in town. And now, the job's done. Quite an introduction you had there, eh? Welcome to Limsa ever-churning underbelly, where the thieves shed their skins and become rogues. And with that, I'm not much for discussing the old days, but since it's come up, I might as well clear up the confusion. It was back when piracy was at its peak. The coves what protected the code were dimber dambers, the best lads and lasses to be had from among the pirate crews. They bit back the goods what was wrongly bitten, and came for the guilty under cover of dockmans. Upright thief became the title of these coves what dealt in sanctioned stealing and milling. But it was only those as had cut all ties with the buccaneer's life where it was accepted into the ranks, conflicting loyalties and all that. They formed their own guild, and even their own way of speaking, and what was once pirates was pirates no more. Later on, when Melvib took the admiral's chair, the upright thieves agreed to abide by her laws. We became the Rogues Guild to mark the change, and it altered our recruiting policy to accept venturers like yourselves. But although the title is different, the job remains the same. Uphold the code and preserve the underground society what spawned us. Just as you've done with this assignment. Keep up the good work, Tal, and you'll go far in the shadows. Alright. And with that, we've completed another quest for the Rogues Guild. And I've got my custom-made tuned and bronze daggers. And Cece got her level 6. In retrospect, I should probably fish my Helm of Light out of the retainers, because I haven't used it in a while and could probably use it now. But until so, when next we meet, we will be completing the level 10 rogue quest, Stray into the Shadows. It's gonna prove to be fun indeed. But until then, excuse me, that's it for this episode of Crusnik's Purgatory. Thank you all for watching. A special thank you to EnigmaXero for joining us.
Thank you, as always.
And thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on twitch.tv/CrusnikX or live at PlayStation and you like this show, feel free to hit the follow button below and be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my live streams the moment they air. If you're watching this on youtube.com/CrusnikXTTV and you like this video, feel free to hit the like button below, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch the next Path of the Rogue questline, and click here to watch the previous one. Until next time, Crusnik X, signing out.